Howdy folks, Big Yankovic here. I used to be 300 pounds and I had type 2 diabetes and sleep apnea, all sorts of problems, but I found the carnivore diet and I was able to get those things under control. I lost 100 pounds, got rid of the diabetes and the sleep apnea, and all my other problems pretty much taken to the wind. And so I'm just, I'm so excited about it that I'm always on here talking about the carnivore diet. And I want you to be able to have the same success, the same opportunities that I've had. So what we do here is, this is the Carnivore Challenge. My friend Marsha Latham and I challenge each other to live the carnivore diet, and we support each other in that effort so that we can regain our health again. And we get on here and we report on how we did each day, and hopefully through our experiences, you can learn something that might help you in your own carnivore challenge. So let's head into those daily videos and see how things are going here on Big Yankovic on Health. Okay, so it is the 20th of September, and I decided that I wasn't going to fast today. I decided that I was going to skip my fast this weekend and possibly give up fasting for a little while. Not sure if I was going to go too far with it, but yeah, I thought, I want to see how I can do without a fast. First thing I did this morning is I got up early. I get up at before the crack of dawn, I guess, because if you look at this video, this is me outside walking before it's dawn. It is still dark outside because, that's my new schedule. About a month ago, I switched over to a early morning shift at work, and so on the weekends, I'm still getting up pretty early. I sleep in. I don't think I was heading out the door until 5:30 or something like that. But that's pretty early, I think, for most people on a Saturday. But yeah, I was out there walking. I did a good long walk. And then, we went out, we did grocery shop and all that kind of stuff. So I did plenty more walking. I finished up with 21,000 steps today, which is a pretty good total. However, as I've always said, you can't out-exercise, you can't out-walk a bad diet. And I was naughty today. The idea with the not fasting thing was that I was going to eat, my calories, my normal amount that I should eat a day, and see if I can go down just using that. So I ate, for my first meal, I had this smoked chuck roast that I made last weekend. That was my first meal, and that was, really good. I love smoking stuff because it makes it taste good. Even this was old. It was, even when I was eating it, I ate some bites of it cold before I even warmed it up in the microwave, and it was still good. It's just good. It's just always good. But yeah, I had that for my breakfast, and then for my lunch, I had this chicken. This is one of those Costco chickens. And I thought, you know what? I'm always fasting on Saturday when we go to Costco for grocery shopping, and I never, I always smell the chicken. Sometimes we buy them. We use it to make bone broth and stuff. And my wife will use the chicken for whatever recipe, whatever frou-frou thing she's making. But, I don't ever eat it because I'm always fasting. And it's good if you eat it like fresh when you just got it, but I don't find it to be particularly good later. So this time around, I thought I'm going to do it. I buy a chicken and I'll eat it for my meal today. And so I did. I couldn't even finish the whole thing. I was a little full, and that came probably from this other thing. See, I saw Laura Spath do a video about this where she's like, oh, when I'm cheating on carnivore, and by cheating she means, just being a little loose and fast with the rules instead of actually doing exactly everything you should. She's like, this is a treat that I like to get. She got a piece of pizza and a hot dog from Costco, and then she took the cheese off the top of the pizza and took the hot dog out of the bun and used the cheese as the bun and just eats it that way. And I thought, that actually sounds good. So I tried that, and It was all right. It wasn't that good. It was stupid. I shouldn't have done it. And it was food that I didn't need to eat. And that was extra. And yeah, so I've eaten some stuff. I did also eat one of those little Baby Bell cheeses. My wife gets those for my son to take in his lunch. And I ate one of those too. So I had some cheese. I had a hot dog. And that stuff put me well over my calories. I don't know how much over. And I'm sure I'm probably going to be back over 200 pounds again, which is stupid. I'm supposed to be fasting. This is supposed to be where I get way under. And I didn't do that. I didn't fast because I thought I could be good. I don't know. Maybe I need to fast. Maybe I should still do a 40-hour fast this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably going to do that. But I feel like a failure. I feel like, the idea was, don't fast, be good, give it a chance instead of, skipping the fast and then just going off the rails. So we'll see. Maybe I will stick with it and see if I can just be better. I don't know. The one good thing about fasting is that it corrects for when I do these stupid things. And if I'm not doing the fasting, then I'm not correcting for it. I'm just going to go back up to where I was before. So we'll have to see. Guess I'll let you know tomorrow what I do. But for that, let's head over and see what Marshall Latham did today.
Thanks, Big. Hey, carnivores. It's Marshall Latham here for day number 20. It was a Saturday, and I got up fairly early and got up and took a walk with the sunrise. The sun had already risen, but just barely when I got out there for my walk. I walked for about a mile and a half down a long road. I took a long walk down a long road. It's just this old farmer dead-end road, but hardly any cars go on it, so it's kind of nice to drive down there, or to walk down there. And so yeah, I just walked there and back home, and it's right around, I think it's just over a mile and a half. And yeah, enjoyed that. It's nice to get out early and get the walking done. I mean, not that I can't walk later, like, I could do every half hour, every hour, or whatever, but I like going on the longer walks, so that's good. I might change that up in October. We'll see how the weather goes, but I should be able to get more walking outside done in October. And I might do more around my work site and stuff. But anyway, what did I eat? Well, I had, what did I have? I had 6 scrambled eggs with some hamburger in it, some ground beef, and I also threw in a little bit of salsa and a little bit of sour cream in there. Not much though, and I did put a little sprinkle of cheese, but I'm trying to cut down on my cheese a little bit. And then for later in the day, I just cooked up 3 hamburgers. I did have some jerky throughout the day, but only about 6 pieces, the smaller ones. And that was about it. I drank a lot of water, and did pretty good. Felt good all day. I got a few things done. So there you go. That was my Saturday, and we'll see how fasting now. I'll be fasting tomorrow, so let you know how that goes.
All right, Marshall, getting in the long walk, getting the good food in, and doing well. That sounds like you're doing a good job out there walking. It's definitely going to make a difference. And eating right, of course, will too. All right, folks, we'll see you next time on Big Anklevich on Health.